Today I want to talk to you about the reason why your life is the way it is and the prediction of your life moving forward 5 to 10 years. Now I know one thing for a fact. Whatever we are focusing on becomes our reality. And there's a 3-step process on what makes your life the way it is. Number 1, what you focus on. You get to choose that every single day, right? You get to choose if you're focusing on this or focusing on that. That's up to you. And then number 2, what meaning you give whatever you're focusing on. That's also up to you, right? You can give it a meaning that the sun is fantastic, but you can also give it a meaning that the sun is too hot and you feel, oh my God, I can't stand the sun. That's up to you. And then number 3, depending on what you focus on and what meaning you give it, you're gonna get the according outcome. So I want you to understand today that what you are focusing on is the most essential thing in your life, because we have nerves at the base of our skull called the reticular activating system. Now this is a filtering system. So basically they're filtering out information. Now most of us are addicted and connected to our past, not consciously, but unconsciously, because it's the past that has created you into the person that you are today, and that's also been stored into your subconscious mind. So when you're thinking every day, you're not thinking thoughts of the future. You're automatically thinking thoughts that's been recycled from your past. Now you can't manifest or get what you want in the future if your focus is on the now. Because if you're not happy with what is now, guess what you're going to get more of? Because the reticular activating system is now going to filter out everything else and bring and attract to you what you're focusing on. Now, because we're all vibrating energy, if I'm thinking about something that I don't want, that's what I'm sending out, and that's also what I'm getting back. And this goes for love, this goes for your body, this goes for confidence, certainty, money, specifically money. And you know I come on here quite a lot and talk about manifesting money. But here's what the thing is. The difference between getting what you want and getting what you've always had is believing and knowing that there is actually something else out there that you are capable of attracting. But if you don't believe that you're good enough, and if your focus is on not being good enough, you're not even going to believe that you're the kind of person that can attract a different future. So then what happens to your brain? Well, then your brain's going to go, well, I wish I was like that. I hope that will happen. I wish I was like that person. So now you're going to go into envy, which is a low vibration energy, and a wishful thinking. Now that's wishy-washy. You're not going to get anywhere with that. And another thing that you can't get the future that you want and manifest if you're focusing on the past and how it's always been. Oh, that always happens to me. Well, if you believe that's always going to happen to you, guess what your reticular activating system is going to filter? It's not going to give you what you, first of all, don't believe you're worthy of. Second of all, don't even believe is going to ever come true. And third of all, don't believe because you're so attached to how it used to be. Because you're always thinking about what you don't want. So you've got to think about today, is my brain focused on what I want, or is it focused on what I don't want? Simple question, right? But you got to pay attention to your brain. If you're not paying attention and doing work, your brain 100% is focused on what you don't want, because it's actually designed to look for danger. It's designed to look for what could be going wrong so that you can protect yourself. So if you want more tomorrow than you have today, you have got to, number 1, know what you want. Most important thing. Number 2, create the identity of the individual that has that life, i.e., practice believing that you are that person, walking like that person, talking like that person, the person that you've never stepped into. And that's why you don't have that life. Because you're focused on now and the past, right? And number 3, create little habits and rituals that you do on a consistent basis, morning, midday, evening, all day through, that lines up with elevating your character and your individual so that you get the identity of the kind of person that has what you want, that believes they're worthy of that. And then you can start to watch your life transform. And I get on these videos every single day and I talk about this stuff. And it is not just one of those videos that you can watch and go, yeah, Anna's talking again. Delete. Next video. Let's scroll to see if something comes up that makes me feel excited in the now. No, because you know what? If you don't want to do the work, your life is going to suck. Your life is going to stay the same. So you just have to ask yourself, if my life doesn't change in the next 10 years, would I be happy with that? If you would, great. But then you wouldn't be watching this video, would you? But if you don't want it to be the same, you got to do the fucking work. No one is saving you. No one is fixing your life. That is your job. So follow my 3-step process, and then you tell me how different your life looks 6 months from now.